Nightbird Tarot. I'm here to do your daily collective esoteric reading. This is for all signs, all placements for December 26th, 2025, or when you find this message is when you're meant to receive it. We're going to look at what the tea is for the day, and then we'll pull some tarot cards, and I will finish up the reading with a message of cosmic. Let's call in spirit. Okay, so let's see what the tea is. This will be a general message. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Let's see what the tea is for the day. Don't mind my dog in the background. She's got her new toy from Christmas. It's an elephant that she loves, so she's walking around with it. Up early and playing this morning. Angels, guides, ancestors, most important message for the collective, esoteric, tribal. For those that are watching this video, please, spirit, angels, guides, ancestors, most important message for the collective, all signs, all placements. For those that are watching this video. Okay. So we have cock blocking and photo proof getting evidence. Okay. Someone may be talking about you, is what I'm feeling when it comes to these tea, what's the tea oracle cards. I feel like somebody may be like talking about you to somebody that you may be interested in. And it could be blocking you from actually getting to know this person. There's proof of some sort that they're doing this, or you need to get proof that they're doing this. Perhaps through photographs, through social media, following them, whatever it is that on whatever social media, like following them to get proof that they're doing this. Let's see what the tarot have to say. It's a little bit confusing. But that's what I'm picking up from spirit. That somebody is talking about you. And you may need to get proof about it. I feel like you're using your intuition at this time. You know, somebody might say something to you like, oh, so-and-so said this about you, is what I'm feeling. So-and-so said this about you, and what it is not true. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, is what spirit is saying. It's like, even friendships that you have. Somebody's saying that it's not true what you're saying about them. Something like that. Let's see what the tarot have to say. Angels, guides, ancestors, most important message for the collective, all signs, all placement, for the esoteric community who is watching my video. Most important message. So we have the Page of Swords and the World card. We have the Tower. Yeah, major ending here. Realization. Whoa. And we have the Emperor. Back of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands here. Okay. So the message on this card says, whatever you want to do, do it now. You may actually be blocking somebody from coming into your life. Perhaps you're wanting more evidence about them. I'm also picking that up. So there could be something like a romantic interest that is maybe interested in you, but you're like, not really interested in you. We're going to go back and clarify the cards, but this could also be somebody that you ended a relationship with. And you're getting evidence about, I feel like it's intuitive evidence about what they've done and what they're saying. They could be saying something about you to other people. You may have said something about this person to other people, and they're telling those same people that what you said is not true. So it is making people confused about what really went on. It feels like something that you ended. You took action here with the Knight of Wands. That's for what you don't see. There is action taking place here. You took action. You were fearless. You did it. Whatever you wanted to do, you did it. You could also be blocking somebody that you don't want in your energy. So we have the Page of Swords here, first card out of the deck here. So this card is about thinking before you act. So there was a lot of thought that went into this. I feel like you may have ended a relationship of some sort. Friendship, job, something like that you ended. You really had to think about it, but you took action. Or you're wanting to do this. So take it as it resonates. There is some type of completion coming in here, or it's already completed. There is a Tower moment. So this is a big foundational shift for you with an ending. There is the Emperor here as well. This could be Aries energy. You're taking a leadership role in your life. You're saying no more. Enough is enough. I'm ready to take action. I want to do it now. I'm thinking a lot about it before I do it. And it's time for me to do it. And I feel like you're, in a way, you are blocking this person from being in your energy or situation. You now have the proof. I feel like that's why you needed it to think first. You got the proof you needed in order to block this energy. Let's go back and clarify. But yeah, there was some action taken, or you are wanting to take action. There is a situation. There's a foundational shift here and an ending. It could have to do with an Aries. Doesn't have to be. But you are taking the leadership in your own life in order to close out a chapter that no longer serves you. And you're blocking the energy of this situation. Please clarify the Page of Swords. A lot of endings here with a 9-year as we are ending this year, moving into the year of the horse. So shedding the skin of the snake for the year 2025, moving into the year of the horse. So we have the Five of Wands here. So you're leaving the situation to avoid any more conflict. You're respecting the differences that you have. Friend, romantic partner, job, whatever it is. You're done. You're respecting the differences. You're walking away is what I'm feeling here. You've had to think about this. You now have the proof that you needed in order to block this energy in your life. It's time. You're ready. You're tired of the conflict. You're respecting the differences that you have, and you're moving on. Please clarify the world. What has ended? What has come to a completion, please, Spirit? Please clarify. Oh, I got an oracle card in there. Please clarify the world, please, Spirit. Okay, so you may have ended a job. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, it could be something to do with It could be a job that you were in where you weren't paid very well. You were living beyond your means. So a situation has ended. Perhaps that was the conflict, talking about you not being paid what you rightfully deserve. You got the evidence that you needed, that saying, hey, I have this much experience and this is what I should be being paid. And now you're blocking this energy because you've been living beyond your means and working and trying to make ends meet. But this is coming to an end. You're realizing that you've been working so hard and living beyond your means in this situation. What is the Tower moment? What is the Tower moment, please, Spirit? What is the Tower moment? Put that over there. What is the Tower moment, please, Spirit? So it's finding peace. So, there was an upheaval, a foundational shift in order for you to find the peace and move on. You needed to accept this. This could be a job. It could be a living situation where there was a lot of differences between the two of you. So it could have been somebody that you were living with. This could be a job as well where you feel like you weren't paid well. But you've accepted it now and you're moving on to find your peace. Please clarify the Emperor. Please clarify the Emperor, please, Spirit. So we have the Eight of Swords here. So yeah, you're finding your newfound freedom. You're taking a leadership role in your life, and you've got a new perspective on things and finding your freedom, and there is liberation with this, with the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. You're finally free of this situation. You're finding your independence, your freedom. You're seeing things in a new perspective, perhaps respecting the differences that you had with this person or situation, job, etc. Family member, friend, somebody that you might have lived with. What is the advice here, please, Spirit? Yeah, you had to take action here. What is the advice in this situation, please, Spirit? I feel like the cock blocking is blocking energy or blocking the situation. You finally have proof of what you needed, either mentally, physically, emotionally. You have the proof that you needed. Now you're ready to move on. You found your liberation. You're seeing things in a new perspective, and you found your freedom. What is the advice? Yeah, you need to move on. So you're moving on to calmer waters here with the Six of Swords here. You're going through a transition. So Spirit's advice for you is to move on, to leave it behind. It's no longer serving you. It drains your energy. There's a lot of differences here. There was a lot of conflict that went on. You needed to find your inner peace. Find who you were again. If you haven't already, this is what Spirit is saying. One more. What is the advice? What is the advice, please, Spirit? This person can be very cold-hearted. So sometimes, this could be you. You need to be cold-hearted in this ending in order for you to leave it behind. You may even have to be a little bit cruel in order to protect your energy. That is the advice with the Queen of Swords reversed. I feel like this person may have been cruel to you. I feel like that's what the proof you needed and the evidence you got in order to move on, to block this person. You may have physically blocked them. by phone, by email, whatever it is. But yeah, it's time for you to move on and leave the situation behind. Back of the deck, we do have the High Priestess. So use your inner voice, your intuition, in order to know the divine truth and find that emotional stability and walk away from this. Your intuition is guiding you through this. This is spirit-led. This is divinely orchestrated for you to leave this chapter behind. Job, friend, romantic partner, whatever it is. You're seeing the truth now. You see the evidence. It's time for you to leave it behind. Find your peace, your freedom, your liberation, and move on. You may have to be a little bit cold to this person in order to do this. But respecting the differences that you have and taking a leadership role in your life and finding the peace and moving on. Message of Cosmic to finish up the reading, please, Spirit. This is the year, a 9 year, so the year of the snake. It's time for you to shed the skin and move on. This is all about endings and transitions. Moving into the year of the horse, 2026, is all about transitions, liberations, newfound freedom, etc. That's exactly what the cards are saying. Message of Cosmic to finish up the reading, please, Spirit. Message of Cosmic to finish up the reading. Okay. So it says, give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. So yeah, you know, there's transitions in life. There's endings, there's beginnings. That's the whole part of life. So give yourself some credit through this. You know, even if you have to be a little bit cold-hearted in order to move away from the energy that no longer serves you, give yourself some credit here. You're doing a good job at this whole living thing. There's no handbook when it comes to living. So, you know, there's transitions that we're going to go through. There's grief that we're going to go through. There's sadness. There's happy moments. There's lots of different moments in life that we're going to have to go through. There's lots of transitions. Divorce, death, moving to a new living space, moving to a new job, whatever it is, there are transitions in life. So give yourself some credit here. So that's the message I have for you. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Please be kind and compassionate to one another. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.